All right, Mr. Ahmed here. Goal for today is to work with box and whisker plots. So we're going to work on constructing them. The first thing we want to do is talk about what it is. A box and whisker plot shows the variability of a data set along a number line. We're going to use the least value as a point, the greatest value as a point, and then the three quartiles. And the quartiles are going to be found by finding the medians. Quartile 2 is the median. Quartile 1 is the median of the lower half of data. Quartile 3, that is going to be the median of the upper half of the data. And then we'll also have these whiskers extending. We call it a whisker just because it makes a line. And then our box is the quartiles. So box, whisker, box and whisker plot. The process to do it, the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to order the data from least to greatest. Then we'll find the median of all the data. And then we're going to find the upper and lower quartiles. That's the medians of each half. So after I find that median, I'll find the median of the lower set of numbers and then the median of the higher set of the numbers. Those are going to be my quartiles. Then we'll find the minimum maximums, which will already be listed. And then we'll draw these points on the number line by making points. And then we'll draw a box around the quartiles, a vertical line through the median, and then we will extend our whiskers. So here we go. Let's take a look at what we got. Our first example, the first thing that we have to do is arrange the data from least to greatest. Now I did this ahead of time. Keep in mind when you're finding medians and listing the data, it's helpful to cross them off as you list them to be sure you don't forget one. All right? After we're done listing them from least to greatest, we need to list out our 5 values. We need to find the minimum, which we already know is 8. We need to find the maximum, which we already know is 21. Then we'll find the median. And then we'll find quartile 1. And then we'll find quartile 3. And that median's quartile 2. All right? So let's give it a shot. First step. Median, one in the middle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 middle numbers. So it's halfway between the 15 and the 15. Our median will be right in here. And now since those are the same, for me to find the average of a 15 and a 15, I would just take 15 plus 15, which is 30, divided by 2, that's 15. So the median is 15. Now we'll find the quartile 1. Now that's going to be the median of the lower half of data. Since our median was halfway between these two 15s, we will include this in our process of finding the other median. So 8, 15 gone, 14, 15, 14, 15. So our other median for quartile 1 is halfway between 14 and 15. 14 plus 15 is 29, divided by 2 is 14.5. And now the median of the upper half is halfway between 16 and 15. So that's quartile 3. And that's going to be 16.5. 16 plus 17 divided by 2. All right. So 16.5. Now we got to plot these on the number line. In order to plot these on the number line, we got to figure out what we got to start at. Our lowest number is 8, highest is 21. So I'm going to start at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so using points. Our first point, quartile 1, is at 8. Our second quartile is at 14.5. Just another dot. Then we're over to 16.5, another dot. Our median is at 15, another dot. And then we also have our maximum of 21, another dot. Now, we make a box around the quartiles. So that's a box. We also draw a line through the median and then extend our 2 whiskers. And we have made a box and whisker plot. So, minimum number, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, maximum. And that's all we need. We're going to do one more example here on the back. And again, I've already listed these out from least to greatest. Again, make sure that you are taking the time to cross these off. It's very easy to miss one. So let's list out our values. We have to have a minimum. Then we'll also have quartile 1. We'll also have our median, which is quartile 2. I'm going to abbreviate median, MED. Quartile 3, and the maximum. So let's find the median first. Middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like our middle number is just an 8, so I'm going to circle that. There we go. Our median is 8. Our minimum was 1. Our maximum was 35. Doesn't really matter what order you fill those in. It's up to you. Now we have to find the median of the lower half. So 8's not included this time because that was the median. So as I cross these off, 7 and 1, find the middle number. 5. And the middle number of the upper half is 12. So you have to find the middles. So this was quartile 1, median, quartile 3. Sometimes it's helpful as you're finding these to cross them off as you're going to the middle, kind of whatever works best for you. So quartile 3 is at 12. All right, to draw the box and whisker plot, we plot these points. Start with our minimum of 1. Our first quartile was at 5. Then we went to 8. Up to 12. Then all the way over to 35. So that's a long whisker heading that way. Box around the quartiles. Line through the median. And then draw in our 2 whiskers. And we have made another box and whisker plot. That's all we got for today. Have a good one.